Hi, I'm at Divertimenti with Catherine Phipps, who is the author of Chicken, Over 200 Recipes Devoted to One Glorious Bird. 200, that's a lot of recipes.
I know, and I cut down a lot actually.
So there were more that didn't make it into the book.
Loads and loads, but chicken, you know, it's used everywhere in every cuisine. Actually narrowing it down got really, really difficult. So I'd say it's a book of 200 favourite recipes.
Favourite ones. We'll have to have chicken part 2.
Oh, nice. I don't know about that, but yeah.
Now you have a long history with chicken because you roasted your first chicken when you were the venerable age of, what, 7 or 8?
7 or 8, yes. Rescuing Sunday lunch for my mother. I can't even remember what was wrong with her, but she was kind of draped all over the Chesterfield, and everyone was a bit grumpy because they thought they weren't going to get roast dinner, and I just did it myself, and she just directed operations for me. Yeah, it's fun.
And you also raised chickens as well. Your family did.
Yeah, my parents were. My mum came from a long line of market gardeners. You know, when she was little, she had Shire horses, the lot, and they kept absolutely everything. And she decided that she wanted to do that with us when we were growing up as well. So we were kind of a very rural good life because we had our land in a tiny little village in a big farming community in Lincolnshire, and we kept everything. So, you know, chicken, goats, pigs, sheep, cows at one point, geese, and my dad's bees. My dad's a beekeeper, so lots of bees as well.
And you're a real advocate for us not buying chicken pieces when we go to the supermarket or butcher, but getting the whole bird.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's the way I grew up cooking chicken. We would often cut it up and everything as well, but often it was roast or poached or whatever. But yes, because I think you just get so much more value from a chicken that way. When you look at the price of chicken breasts, for example, the price of them compared to buying the whole bird is ridiculous. And you cook your chicken breast and you eat it, and that's it, really. Whereas if you buy a chicken and you roast it, you've probably got 3 or 4 meals out of that, and it's probably costing you less than buying 4 to 6 chicken breasts. And I actually think that the meat on the rest of the bird is so much nicer as well.
And juicy, isn't it?
Yeah, juicy. The brown meat, it's got more flavour, it's got a bit more texture to it. Yeah, I think.
So what, if you have somebody who's maybe stuck in a bit of a rut with chicken, because it's kind of the go-to protein, isn't it?
Yes.
Anything that you would suggest to try to kind of mix it up a bit, or something to kind of help out in the kitchen?
Well, apart from buying the whole bird, definitely. I would say experiment with, if you normally buy chicken breast, but buy thighs instead, just to compare the flavour. What I think is really important is to go back to the actual real flavour of chicken, and there's things you can do to kind of enhance that flavour. So one of the things that I love doing, and I do this with lots of different cuts of chicken, is soak them in a kind of lime or lemon juice, a diluted lime and lemon juice, for a little while before I cut. It kind of enhances the savoury quality of chicken, and then you can go off and cook it however you want to do it. But what I would say is turn chicken back into kind of the star of the show. I mean, I just think that we've got to the point where we've taken it for granted so much. I mean, and that's why I want to do a kind of celebration of what's good about chicken and put it centre stage, and concentrate on that flavour rather than using it as a flavour carrier for practically every kind of spice, herb, whatever out there.
Well, you have achieved it magnificently. There are 200 recipes. They're all fabulous and great suggestions from all over. So Catherine Phipps, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.